welcome to the tournament gallery. My name's Andrew, this is Mike. We've clearly just shown you a combat typical of one that you might see in a tournament, not on the battlefield. So we're highlighting a combat that was a form of entertainment for the public. But a referee, a marshal was present who would break the lock before they hurt one another anywhere near enough badly enough to actually kill one another. Instead, this was an opportunity to outwit one another, while in, of course, full plate armour. So what I'm going to do now is leave you in the capable hands of Mike to discuss the actual armour itself.
Right. So of course myself and Andrew are wearing the full harness or suit of late medieval armour. Now basically we're wearing two types of armour, to be honest with you. We're wearing mail, chainmail. See Andrew's got a beautiful miniskirt of it on just there. Mail made of thousands of interlinking steel rings, making it very flexible but strong. Mesh, great against cutting attacks, not so great against impact. As technology improved, armourers were able to make big sheets of steel to cover the body, and that's this stuff, plate armour. And that's what most of our armour is today. The mail is used to protect areas with a solid plate cast. These are usually highly mobile areas, such as underneath the arm, around, perhaps around the neck at times, certainly around the groin as well. Very difficult to cover them in place. Not impossible, but certainly hard. Now, the style of armour we're wearing is Milanese or Italian. Essentially, most of our armours are quite plain. They're relatively rounded, very smooth, and are certainly very highly polished. It gives a fantastic amount of protection, but adds a bit of weight. This armour, the one that I'm currently wearing, weighs 45 kilograms. That's 7.5 stone, or 99 pounds. So it's a bit heavy. The original, I should point out, is lighter. The original is 35 kilograms. There's still a fair weight. Now, the opposite end of that scale are the Germanic or Gothic armours. Now, these are the ones that you tend to see around the museum. They're much slimmer fitting and they're more decorative, covered in these beautiful decorative bridges called fluting. They mimic the folds in fabric back at the time, as well as acting a bit like corrugated iron, adding strength. Now, these armours aren't quite as protected. They're a bit lighter and you're more manoeuvrable in it. So it really depends on you as an individual. What would you rather wear? Would you rather wear lots and lots of armour, like the Italian ones, and be super protected, or would you rather wear as little armour as possible, such as the German ones, but be lighter? But just using a show of hands, who would rather have as much protection as possible and wear the Italian armours? Who would rather wear the less armour but be more manoeuvrable? Who would rather wear no armour ever at all, never go into battle? Either way, wearing this stuff enables you to move around relatively unhindered. You can run, jump, leap onto a horse, get so away, and we'll show you that later on. And it leaves you almost indestructible on the field of battle, unless someone's got one of those.
Indeed. So moving on to the weapon, what type of weapon are we using? Well, these harnesses of armour offer a fantastic level of protection. So if you take an everyday sword and you hack and slash at a man in this armour, nothing is going to happen. So you have to aim for specific targets, i.e. the areas there are no plate metal, and you need a specific weapon. So this, ladies and gentlemen, the pollaxe, is the equivalent of a medieval chin opener. This is what you use to get through the armour that somebody's wearing in the 15th century. Now, it's a staff weapon, so both ends are used aggressively. The middle part, which is known as the demi-hache, is also used defensively. Now, each end have rather sharp bits on them, so I'm going to talk through first of all the top of it, because the weapon is divided into three. We looked at a manuscript, Jeu de la Hache, simply translates as axe play, and in it, it explains a number of things about the pollaxe, and one being that there are three parts to it. Now, we had to have this manuscript translated, so I was there with bated breath, waiting for the translation to arrive so that I could discover what the three parts of the weapon were. Finally, the translation arrived. I opened the envelope and I read it, and it turns out the three parts are the top, middle, and bottom. So that was a waste of 6 weeks. Anyway, at the top, this is the part that gives the weapon its name. It's a pollaxe, not a pollaxe, even though there's a rather large pole involved, but pole, P-O-L-L, meaning head. And this is why we had the pole tax many years ago. However, the head itself consists of a number of spikes and aggressive-looking implements. First of all, the straight spike at the end here, and that's known as the gag. And then at the side, we have a curved spike known as the test, or the falcon's beak. And then, on the opposite side, we have a hammer with a faceted head, rather than a modern smooth one. Why? Because of the effectiveness and the hardness of the armours. I mean, you need to get purchase on the metal. With a smooth head you won't. With a crown-shaped head like this, it's going to bite into the armour. Now, the bottom part, well, that was curiously known as the cue. Even though it's no good for playing snooker, that's the name it's given. Now these very aggressive-looking bits of the head here can be used, well, in different manners. The gag, that straight spike, that can be used to thrust into the weaker areas of a man in a harness of armour, and they are, strangely enough, the same places you concentrate on washing when in the shower. So, the face, the neck, the armpits, the inside of the arms, and the groin and the backside area, of course, not today. Now, where possible, we've attached mail to these vulnerable areas to give it some protection, but something sharp like that's going to burst straight through it. Then we have the curved spike. You might think it was designed to puncture or pierce your opponent's armour because of the hardness of the metal in the originals. It's unlikely you're going to get through it at all. Certainly not anywhere deep enough to do the wearer any damage. However, it can be used like a hook to pull him around the place behind his leg, trick him up. That's a moment that you would follow up with the straight spike. And then this hammer, of course, just using the weight of the pollaxe, wrap that around his head. I would suggest it would cause a certain degree of disorientation. And that's the moment that you would follow up with other areas of the pollaxe. But with this hammer, you can bend or buckle the articulated joints. Once you stop those working, you've limited their movement. But back to the fight itself. We're going to walk and talk through it, explaining what our intentions are. First of all, we adopt a starting position. Now I'm going to adopt one in the low line, willing him forward.
Right, well he's gone low, I'll go high. Now I've got a few targets. I've got the groin and I've got the face, because those wearing our helmets open. Now the groin, well, you can't protect the area, so I'm just going to stab you in the eye.
So move away, and then, as a secondary resort, use the cue to defend myself.
Well, you've moved your pollaxe up, so I'm going to go low.
Again move, drop the pollaxe this time to defend myself.
Right, so he's on the run, I'm going to push the pollaxe to the side, and use that large curved spike like a pendulum, and go for the groin.
Why?
Well, he's gone over to run now, he's stuck in the corner. So using the dab, that spike, thrust into the toe.
Oh, I'm going to sidestep now, because I had very little room to move backwards. From here, I'm going to use the cross of the head to shoot his pollaxe down, and the dagger straight into his right eye.
First rule of defence, move out of the way. If you're not there, we can't hit you. We'll add an insurance, bring the parts round and take control. Now from this position, using that curved spike once more, we're going to drive it into the most protected part of your neck, through the arm and jacket, through the skin and the flesh, ripping out the tendons.
You're all right, come on. Just getting a bit gratuitous. What?
Sorry.
Anyone that read the manuscript would know, if somebody's using the cross to attempt to attack my falling cue, the other end, stops you altogether.
Very good. If you continue breathing a bit further, you know if you did that, just use your momentum to slap your teeth out.
Yeah.
Teeth without the dentist, isn't it?
Yes, but you forget, you see, just towards the end of the manuscript, it says that somebody can't do anything enveloping. From here, well, several options. However, in this case, I'm going to smash the dental barrier and win this point.
Yeah, very impressive.
Look, you get the idea. So, we'll show you the combo again. Having talked as much as we have, hopefully we can finish the show with a lot of physical movement. So we'll fight, let's say, 3, 4. Let's do 4 sections.
4 sections.
Yeah.
All right.
Same to the same. And then have it.
Same. Martial arts. Now, we're going to stick around if you have any questions.